for me? This'll work. What did the Red Woman want with you?
She wanted my blood. Some kind of spell.
Why your blood?
I'm Robert Baratheon's bastard. I didn't know until she told me. And she tied me up, stripped me down, put leeches all over me.
Was that your first time? Your first time with a woman?
Whoa.
What?
We're probably going to die soon. I ought to know what it's like before that happens. I'm not the Red Woman. Take your own bloody pants off.
Whoa.
Almost everyone here's fought the Starks at one time or another. And here we are in their castle, ready to defend it.
I think we might live. I do.
Sir Brienne of Tarth defeated the Hound. Pardon me, Lady Brienne.
She's not a sir. You're not the knight.
Women can't be knights.
Why not?
Tradition.
Fuck tradition. I'm no king. But if I were, I'd knight you 10 times over.
You don't need a king. Any knight can make another knight. Do you want to be a knight or not? Kneel. Arise, Brienne of Tarth, a knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
Episode title. And they're in love.
Sir Brienne of Tarth!
Your father, he taught me how to be a man, how to do what's right. This is right. It's Valyrian steel.
How about a song?
High in the halls of the kings who are gone, Jenny would dance with her ghost round on the damp old stones, spun away all her sorrow and pain. Never wanted to leave.
Here we go.
Who's that?
Lyanna Stark.
My brother Rhaegar. Everyone told me he was decent and kind. He liked to sing. And he raped her.
He didn't. He loved her. They were married in secret. She had a son. Robert would have murdered the baby if he ever found out, and Lyanna knew it. So the last thing she did was give the boy to her brother, Ned Stark, to raise as his bastard. My name, my real name, is Aegon Targaryen.
That's impossible.
I wish it were.
Who told you this?
Bran and Samwell confirmed it. He read about their marriage at the Citadel without even knowing what it meant.
A secret no one in the world knew. Except your brother and your best friend.
She's so skeptical. I mean, I guess she has every
Doesn't
right
seem
to be,
strange to
but she never believes anything anybody says.
It's true, Dany. I know it is.
If it were true, it would make you the last male heir of House Targaryen. You'd have a claim to the Iron Throne.
Now you're a threat. right, y'all. So that was Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 2, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, which we now know is about Lady Brienne becoming Sir Brienne of Tarth, which is pretty cool. It was good. It definitely was good. And I know their world is ending, so it's a lot of talking, a lot of things happening and stuff. It was like, it wasn't information overload. It was just a lot of reunions and stuff in tonight's episode. Just like I thought with Bran and Jaime, again, he basically said, I'm not even Bran anymore. And he said something along the lines of, yo, it's cool. If you hadn't knocked me out of the window, I wouldn't be the three-eyed raven. So he's not really tripping at all. If it was up to Khaleesi, Jaime would have died in this episode. I'm so glad that Brienne was bold enough to speak up in his defense. Really glad that happened. Sansa and Khaleesi had a conversation. Sansa has been giving Khaleesi the cold shoulder, but she asked her, she was like, yo, say we survive, what is gonna happen with the North, because we ain't bending no knee no more. Khaleesi kind of like pulled back from her and didn't answer her. Khaleesi is in a position to rewrite the whole game if she wants. I mean, I know that she wants to do it in the Targaryen style of everybody's gotta come bend the knee and all that, but she could allow Sansa to continue to, I don't know, I guess she could make Sansa like Warden of the North or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what Sansa is demanding of Khaleesi out of that conversation. She just doesn't want to be under the rule of anybody else, which is not going to happen at all. The scene with everybody sitting around the fire and Podrick started singing, they were drinking and stuff. Tormund was killing me. I was cracking up. That was so funny. And then he chugged that fermented goat's milk. Is that what he called it? That looks like what he was drinking tonight, but he cracks me up. And then he freaking chugs that drink and everybody's just staring at him. He was giving Brienne sweet looks. It is so cute. I really, really think that if they survive, Tyrion and Sansa's relationship could be extremely beneficial. I'm really, really glad that they're seeing eye to eye and that they're still cool after everything that has happened since their marriage and Sansa taking off right after all that stuff happened with Joffrey, you know? I'm just glad that they're doing all right. Grey Worm and Missandei had a really cool moment. Just realizing the love and the conversation that Grey Worm and Missandei had made me think of last season when, was it Davos? I think it was Sir Davos that said, if you wanted to leave right now, would your queen let you go? When they were at Dragonstone. And she was like, I want to serve my queen, so I ain't going nowhere. But that question that Grey Worm proposed to her tonight was, yo, after all this mess, let's get out of here. Let's travel. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And I liked that a lot. Jon told Khaleesi that he's also still a Stark, and she was like, it was like she was upset by it, but of course, conveniently, the White Walkers were approaching, so they really couldn't continue the conversation. But I just don't like the fact that if they're in love with each other and they're about to have this humongous battle against the Night King and his army, that's not what they both want to have on their mind, you know? So that upsets me that it happened when it did. I love the fact that Arya was bold enough to be like, yo, it could be our last night on this earth. Let's get it poppin'. I love that that happened. I was really, really surprised. I wish we could have seen a little more, but it's cool. I also loved the reunion between Sansa and Theon. That was beautiful, and I'm really glad that he's with them. He's ready to fight with them. It was a great episode, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this episode with me. If you enjoyed this reaction, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next week.
But perhaps I can give you justice.